Thank you. Oh, there we go. Good. Thank you. Thank you all. I think I'm just going to come once every 4 months or something because the greeting tonight was so amazing. No, I will come as often as I can. Thank you so much. Thank you for an extraordinary introduction. Very hard to follow. 1, Todd Harrison, and 2, Paul Simon. But here goes. So I was reading an old profile of the Eagles from 1975, and Don Henley and Glenn Fry were already starting to panic about how much they could write. And instead of hardening of the arteries, they coined the phrase hardening of the artistry. So you recognize that as a plight and a poem title. Hardening of the artistry. It is not that I have less to say. It is more, I fear, the redundancies of my search. Have I described this pathway so often that my footprints are negligible? Has these words danced before you so often they look less like burlesque whimsy and more like boozy vaudeville slapstick? Has my voice grown so common that I sound less like a shaman and more like a coffin salesman? There is a thin line between revelation and fretting about one's reputation. The spotlight loving you because you tamed the microphone, and you commandeering the stage because you need the fix of an audience granting you a halo. I face the days I do not wish to write the same way I embrace the moment that demands the sculpting of these verses. Thankful for the flow between the two realms of silence and articulate syllables. It is a blessing to have shadows that cradle me and candlelight that ask me to transform its defiance into illumination. Hardening of the artistry. Thank you very much. So, and then tonight, this is kind of my William Holden look. So, that Suzanne, we've named this jacket William Holden. So anyway, and I wrote this poem 5.5 years ago, right when COVID hit, and we were all in shutdown. And I thought about William Holden, and so I wrote this poem. It's called The Zen of William Holden. He died alone, dabbing a towel to a head wound that refused to clot. Not a comfort during quarantine, but an exemplar because of the way he lived on the screen. A stoic knight wading through the plague years, an era we have never escaped because we carry this human curse in our blood. The danger in isolation is myself. The shadow voices whispering to my light, urging me to follow a whiskey neat with a chaser of hopelessness. My remedy, to emulate Holden, to savor the last bottle and the final embrace with a painter's gaze, to face the gauntlet of bullets and fear with a wry grin, to narrate my life after death with glamour and unvarnished candor. Courage is accepting the quiet of the room, the stillness of sorrow, the uneasy tremors of peace, the chasm between the spirit and the unanswered prayer.